This is Brad Norton, and this is my informative speech for Communications 110 on the effects of TV violence. Today I'm going to talk to you about the effects of TV violence. Have you ever wondered how what you watch on TV may affect you and those around you? Most shows today contain violence, sex, drugs, and foul language. Watching these acts repeatedly can affect the thoughts and behavior of children, teens, and adults. The more violence viewed by an individual at any age is more likely to be less caring of others and have a hard time separating fiction from reality. Television violence affects every age. Children spend between 2 to 4 hours a day watching television. Spending an excessive amount of time watching television can influence a child's behavior and the way they potentially act as an adult. 73% of characters who commit crimes in cartoons and children's shows go unpunished, sending the message that there are no consequences for violent behavior. When children become immune to excessive violence, cursing, drugs, and so on, they are more likely to imitate what they see and hear. Have you ever heard a small child repeat what you have said, whether good or bad, or copy an action that you have done? If they will repeat what you say and do, they will more than likely repeat what they see and hear on TV. While children are less likely to commit more violent crimes, they can bully children and use inappropriate language that they don't even know the meaning to. Teenagers, on the other hand, are more likely to imitate more serious acts of violence that they view on television. Many shows can be perceived to glorify certain crimes such as fighting, stealing cars, dealing, and using drugs. They can make it seem like it is the cool thing to do. Constant exposure to these types of violent acts can cause a teenager to potentially want to try it as well. As teenagers become more independent, they are more often likely to not listen to authority figures because they think that just because they are a kid they can get away with it. Teenagers have also been known to act out what they see on television to try and impress their friends. Although children and teens are affected, most violent acts are committed by adults between the ages of 18 to 25. Even though they may not act out until they are older, they were more than likely influenced at a much earlier age. Adults can also lose sight of reality. Television often portrays that if somebody in your life is causing you issues, get rid of them. If you need money, go and get it. Take all of your problems and they will be solved, right or wrong. In addition to shows that seem to showcase violent acts, adults can be educated by watching shows that are meant to be informative about actual violent crime cases. A person can learn what drugs to use that cannot be traced through the body, and they can track cell phones. While many criminals may think through crime on their own, they can definitely learn a lot by television. Do we really need to be giving people more ideas? There is no way to prevent violence on television, but there are some ways that we can help minimize the effects of television violence. Keep children and teens busy with supervised activities and sports, such as soccer, t-ball, or any outdoor activities. Parents need to limit the amount of time that they allow their children to watch TV every day, and they need to limit the amount of time they watch TV as well. They could take their kid to the park, go to the gym, or read a book. Filter what you and your children watch on TV. Even if you don't think your children are paying attention to what you watch, they are. And even if they can't see, they can hear. We need to have constant reminders that there are consequences for all of the actions we make. It is important that we all recognize the impact of television violence and limit our own exposure and that of others around us.